Hello everyone, and welcome to my new video about my theory on where Infinite came from. Now I know I already did a video like this, but this is to put it in a more professional sense, so you don't just see my face the whole time. This makes it a little more interesting, and so I just wanted to bring it up again in case you guys didn't find my face interesting. That was a terrible way of putting it, but anyways. This is going to be my theory on Infinite, and the reason why I bring it up, even though there are a million other theories on Infinite, is because, honestly, I haven't seen anyone else talk about this, so I think it's important to bring up about Sonic Forces. Now, I think they're going to repeat what they did with Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations. In case you don't know what I mean, I'll show you what I mean by that. So, at the beginning of Sonic Color, at the end of Sonic Colors, Eggman was thrown off into space and no one really knew how he was going to get back. Well, Sonic Generations answered that. It showed, when Eggman was revealing how he came across the Time Eater, that he found the Time Eater at the end of Sonic Colors, which he used to be able to not only get back, but also tear apart time and space. Now that you kind of understand what I mean by that, I want to point out real quick that Eggman and his past self at the end of Sonic Generations was left in the White World. Now, Sonic Lost World came out right after that, but it didn't answer how they got out. It kind of just acted as if Sonic Generations never happened. Story-wise, not gameplay, but anyways, my theory on how Eggman got out: Infinite. Now, to explain what I mean by this, I think Infinite was there in this white limbo world and was able to save Eggman and Robotnik, and that's why they were able to escape. Now, the next thing I want to bring up is how are Infinite and the Time Eater connected? They have to have some connection because it was shown that the Time Eater is the only one that can tear apart time and space to create this weird limbo world. Now, there are two ways that could be gone with this. Either Infinite and the Time Eater has a history. He probably went out and found the Time Eater at a different time and was left in this world because he lost against it or something, which would sort of explain why Sonic needs more than himself to defeat Infinite, but still, I don't think they would need 3 if they took 2 to defeat the Time Eater, but that's where my other idea comes in, and that is that Infinite is a Time Eater himself. Now, so let me explain. When Eggman found the Time Eater, it was in primal state. It didn't have any mechanisms or anything like that on it. Eggman must have done something to the Time Eater because, well, when you find him in Sonic Generations, at the beginning of the game and during the final boss, he has these mechanisms. Meaning that Eggman had to have put something on him, and it was probably to make sure that it didn't betray him since he has a past history of that. Infinite could be a Time Eater, and his mask is what's keeping him solidified in that form. Now, how he has different abilities from the Time Eater, I don't know. Maybe they don't all have the same abilities, or maybe it's the fact that when Eggman put mechanisms on Infinite, when Eggman put mechanisms on the Time Eater, it could have taken away some of its abilities, which Infinite was able to regain. Hey, this is all just a theory. It's not like the people that did Sonic, it's not like this is true, and even then, it's not that likely because it's not like the people who are making Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations are working on this game, right? Wait a minute. That appeared in the very first trailer. That means there has to be some kind of connection there. But what all this does is solidify my idea a little more. So, that's my theory. Let me know what you think. But Anyways, that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.